Early in the morning, I checked my IG, saw there was a leak of Studio Break Free. Then saw Apple Music had Monsters to play. I put my headphones on and I listened right away. Now I sit before you to give my review. Like, comment, and subscribe is what y'all need to do. So DMB is what you got, cause you... What up, it's your boy Conserviz34. It is 8:23 in the morning, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on what appears to be two new Dave Matthews Band studio tracks as far as officially released. Break Free was part of the Batson Sessions leak, but that's neither here nor there. I fall asleep last night. I wake up this morning and check IG, check Twitter, and shout out to the corner of Gray Street. They got audio from Break Free, and is it Break Free? And then all of a sudden I scroll down the timeline a little bit more, and we have Monsters, and Monsters is on Spotify and it's on iTunes. So we have a video on YouTube that says Monsters, but it's Break Free, and then we have Monsters on streaming platforms, and it actually is Monsters. And throughout all the madness, throughout all the chaos, we have two songs that I am very excited to talk about in the way too early initial reaction review. So we're going to take a look at both of these songs, and I'll discuss them. I'll give my initial reaction, and we'll see how I like this as time goes on. 3 hours from now, 3 weeks from now, 3 months from now. Let's take a look. So I'm not going to play any audio for this. Check out the tracks if they're still up by the time this goes up. But on YouTube, what is titled Monsters is Break Free. And on streaming platforms, what is Monsters is actually Monsters. But I want to start off with Break Free. The first part of this song, really about 50 to 60% of the song, is just as it is on the Batson Sessions leak. And that's fine. I love how for most of this song you hear Dave's baritone guitar. Tim isn't blasting over Dave. Dave's parts are there. There's open space that's there. Less is Leroy Moore when it comes to the layering of this current band. And I love how this studio track allows for space during most of it. Now, what we get towards the end is we get Tim Reynolds having some subtle tremolo type open airy fills, or just note holds. And we have a little bit of like some palm muting. I don't know if that's Dave or Tim, but we get that towards the end as well. And I love these guitar parts by Tim Reynolds. Again, for this type of song, the baritone guitar needs to shine, and Tim allows that to happen. The production team allows that to happen. We also get horns appropriately placed towards the end. The horn parts that we got in 2022, the da-da-da-da-da, it sounds great. Rashawn and Jeff, great job, with the live shows last year and this making the cut for the studio version. So this song, I just love how, again, simplicity. Give it for 4 minutes. Leave us, the theme of this video, leave us wanting more for the live shows. I don't care that this is only 4 minutes and 8 seconds. I think that's a great thing. Hold back so that we anticipate going to, give us a reason to be like, oh, I want to see this live. We don't need more long Drunken Soldier type track from this band. We don't need more Line Our Graves or Bartenders in studio cuts. They have those masterpieces. Let them stay as is. This is fine at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. So from a musical standpoint, this song is great because, again, less is more. You have Tim Reynolds playing tremolo-like notes ringing out in this song. You have Carter having a nice little fun, percussive beat going on. But then Dave's lyrics are the highlight. And Dave's lyrics, we'll get to that in a moment, are the MVP of this song. And the subject in the mindset he's coming from is the MVP of this song. But from a musical standpoint, you don't have out of place trumpet. You don't have out of place sax, or you don't have a guitar, electric guitar that's ringing too much over Dave. And you have a little bit of Dave's acoustic guitar there. And this is good news, because when I heard this from Dave and Tim, I was worried that, oh, this sounds amazing, Dave and Tim acoustic, percussive wise. But what's going to happen with a full band variety? And we still haven't heard this live with the full band, but the studio cut still allows for the space to ring out. And to me, this band is best when there's not as much layering of instruments over each other. Even though some of the most danceable parts of this band have a lot of loud noises back and forth, to me, what is perfection about this band is when they allow for that space to ring, that allows for Stefan to stand out, that allows for Carter to stand out, and it allows for you to really digest the music that's going on. Now, this is where I'm loving this album more than Come Tomorrow. And that's not to say there are not great moments of Come Tomorrow. And that's not to say that my life is not great right now. I just got married last year. I've had two different vacations already, and it's not even June. And I've had my favorite basketball team won the national championship for NCAA men's basketball. But I look to DMB to give us thought-provoking subject matter. I look for the darkness that turns into light, and you have these minor tones at the beginning of the song, and the chorus goes into a major. That is my favorite part about DMB, whether it's like Dancing Nancy's starts off, Pig, even though it's not as minor, starts off with thoughts that are like, oh, what's going to happen, and what's this, and it goes to a positive. And here's the thing about this song. It captures the idea of how powerful our mind is. The battles are in our mind. An army is not going to save Dave's soul. And this brings me back to when I was a child in Sunday school, in Ephesians 6:12 said, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And that's Madman's Eyes, right? That's Monsters. That's everything that is going on. All the hatred and vitriol in this world right now is coming from our minds. It starts on a computer. It starts on the TV. But it gets into our mind, is battling. And people that have so much hate and so much anger in this world, people that are hurting from people hating on them and being violent and attacking who they are, their lifestyle, how they live, all of that goes back to the monsters in our head. They're not in our closet, right? They're not underneath our bed. It's the monsters in our head. And this is so much more of a digestible subject matter. It's so much more of a relevant topic in 2023 compared to songs like Come Tomorrow in 2018, which just, to me, it was a great idea, a great message. But it was so superficial, and it was horribly written, and it was cringeworthy. The children are going to say, no, our children are dying in schools. They were dying. They've been dying in schools for the last 20 years. Not, oh, the kids are going to. No, we have to figure out why people are hating, why people are angry, what is going on in our head, what is going on in this world, and how we can actually have change. And that's my initial thoughts of this song. It is so relevant. It hits me and meets me where I need to be. And I believe that, yes, this album has a bunch of short tracks. Yes, this album is kind of coming at us from a different perspective. But to me, this music, just in these initial first hours of listening to the studio version of Break Free, to listening to the studio version of Monsters, are going to have lasting impacts and are going to encapsulate a time in our lives during this 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, which started with the pandemic in 2020 and continues with so much uncertainty in this world in 2023. But still, there is so much hope to explore our minds, to explore why people are doing these things, and actually then have these songs to touch and relate to what we're going through so that we can fight to overcome the hateness and darkness in this world. And that's my review. You can go somewhere else. There's a lot of great people here on YouTube and on the podcast world and on IG, from the pod that Jane likes to the Corner of Gray Street podcast and a couple other great DMB content creators. Go for them for the music. Go for them for the initial reactions. But this is what resonates with me. This album is going to be something that I think I'm going to enjoy much more than Come Tomorrow, because it is real, honest, and raw. It has light, but it has darkness. It has fun, but it has terror. And Dark DMB was missing from Come Tomorrow. But Dark DMB and in-depth DMB and lightness to darkness to lightness to darkness DMB is going to be a part of this album. And I can say that with confidence, not even listening to this album. There's going to be Ocean and the Butterfly. There's going to be Walk Around. Like, there's going to be different themes, but this already feels much more of a cohesive time capsule into what we're going through right now. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. I'll continue to give my reactions to this music as I continue to listen to it. We have our DMB post-show streams coming up. As soon as the band hits Texas, I'll be live after every show talking to fans. If you want to be on there, let me know. Message me Instagram, on Twitter, ConcertViz34 for both. If you want to be on those interviews after the shows, if you are going, you have to be going to the show to be on the DMB post-show stream, and we'll get you on. But hit me up, Instagram or Twitter, ConcertViz34. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.